We're on a busy Goodison Road. Behind me is St Luke's Church, and alongside is Goodison Park Stadium, where Everton play. My name is Henry Corbett, and I've been chaplain at Everton Football Club since September 1985, first in an informal capacity at Belfield. Then it became a formal official chaplaincy in 1994, and then the club moved from Belfield to Finch Farm in 2007, and I've been chaplain there ever since. In the 1880s, behind me it was just open fields. Then you can see on a map a plot of land which was marked out, and that became a mission hall by 1883 with a Sunday school. And then after that came St Luke's. Now we're in the 1890s. Everton Football Club had moved from their ground in Anfield to their new ground on Goodison Road. A new church was being designed by an architect, James Francis Doyle. He also designed St Barnabas Church on Penny Lane, and also the Royal Insurance Building with its great gold dome in the city centre. And behind me you can see the memorial stone, which was laid by the Bishop of Liverpool at that time. And that's May the 25th, 1899. And in 1901, the church was ready and became an active church right next to Everton's football ground. So the next development in the 1900s was the St Luke's Church Hall, and the foundation stone was laid on May the 30th, 1908 by Mrs Chavas, who was wife of the Bishop of Liverpool, and the mother of Noel Chavas, who won a double VC in the First World War. In the 20th century, there were two vicars who did long stints here at St Luke's. There was Robert Campbell, 1951 to 1976, and then Harry Ross was vicar here at St Luke's from 1977 to 2010.
Our family are red-hot Liverpudlians. I'm a blue-hot Evertonian. Everything about me is blue except my language.
You've seen the light, is that what you're saying?
I saw the light many years ago. I'm the blue sheep of the family.
And the colour scheme of the church, is that your design?
Well, we've got to have red because I'm afraid we've got red brick, so I'm told by the church architect everything's got to be red, which suits me as an Evertonian because we've got red carpets so you can walk on the reds, we've got red kneelers so you can kneel on the reds, and we've got red pew runners so you can sit on the reds. The only part of the church is not red, or two parts. My chapel, which is right next door to Everton, next door to the Holy of Holies, that's all in blue. My vestry, of course, is all in blue.
What about the congregation? I mean, are you allowed to be a Liverpool fan and come to this church?
Oh, yes, but we're still trying to convert them all, of course, and there's usually a bucket of blue paint ready to pour over those that wear red, just to annoy me. I often do a mixed wedding, of course, when somebody gets married to a Liverpudlian. I try to give them absolution, but it doesn't seem to work. I wished I had £1 for every person that's told me that's been up on my roof. We'd have a fortune, better than the lottery, I think.
They used to just climb up it?
Used to climb up on my church roof to go and watch the match because, of course, at one time they used to be able to see into the ground and get a free seat to watch the match. But about 20 years ago, a drunken fan, he got up there and couldn't get down. He was so drunk, and they had to get the fire brigade to bring the turntable ladder to get him off. And he hung onto the cross for dear life, which is a good parable, I suppose, in some ways, that he pulled it off, and we now got it stuck in the church garden because we couldn't get it back up again.
Good spec, as they say, isn't it?
It was a good spec, but it's nearer my God to thee, but I'm afraid they have to pay to get into the ground now. I've often been asked to open an executive box up on my church roof and make a few pounds for the church, but I'd rather be in watching them.
And Harry would take funerals of past players, so he took the funeral of Andy King and Wally Fielding, and his own funeral in 2019, when he died aged 78, was held here at St Luke's. And a number of former players came and paid their respects to Harry, because he'd also been involved with the Former Players Foundation.
Along with like-minded Everton supporters, Harry has set up a fund to help ex-stars like Gordon Watson. He played for Everton before and after the Second World War, and his passing ability was rated as highly then as David Beckham's now. Gordon has just had a hip replacement paid for by the fund.
I used to be housebound. Now I can get out and walk around, do anything. I can't run yet, but it's still a bit early. But I'm getting around, I'm really enjoying myself.
Gordon, who's now 86, turned out in the same team as the legendary centre-forward Dixie Dean.
We have another couple of great success stories, some great Everton favourites like Gordon West and Derek Temple. Both of those heroes from the 60s have either undergone or are going to undergo cartilage operations in the very near future.
And I did many services with Harry, including Christmas carol services, and they carried on after Harry retired in 2010 with the Reverend Ellen Loudon, vicar here, and then Frank Kane, and now the present vicar, Lynn Davidson. So we're now in St Luke's Church, and here is the vicar of St Luke's, the Reverend Lynn Davidson. Did you know about St Luke's before you came?
I did, yeah. I first heard about St Luke's, must be about 11 years ago now, and I was obviously very intrigued that this is a church that's literally attached to a football ground. It is something that felt really quite interesting to be part of. I was looking forward to seeing where those links would lead us.
And what do the congregation think of having a football club a few yards away?
They absolutely love it. They're really, really proud of their Everton links.
And there have been special services here and funerals here, and just recently there was the memorial service for Kevin Campbell.
That's right, yes. I mean, that was obviously a sad day, but a lovely day, particularly for Kevin's family, where they were able to come and see so many people talk about what a lovely man he was, and again we were very, very proud to be part of that day.
And then next door is the famous church hall, where on a match day loads of people go and look at all sorts of memorabilia. Does that go down well with the parish?
Well, that's right, yes it does, and as I say, they're very, very proud of the links, and this is something that's obviously been going on for quite some time, and it really does feel, you know, as if people coming here on match day is quite an important ritual to the Everton fans. And the church are really keen to be involved in those sorts of things as much as they possibly can.
So here we are in the Garden of Remembrance, or the Memorial Garden. So tell us about this, Lynn.
Well, the Memorial Garden's a really important place for Everton fans to come to, because in this garden there are ashes buried of Everton fans from across the world. In fact, the most recent one was just last Sunday. And this was for a woman who's now beside her husband, both really strong Everton fans. And so it's really lovely to be able to do this for families. People come back again and again to visit this place. Everton and the community have been really good at helping us to do some work in the gardens. We have this garden here, and immediately beside it there is what we call our community garden. And it's been really good to see them getting back to the former glory.
And then looking ahead, Lynn, 12 months from now, there won't be Goodison Park entertaining football matches.
That's right.
How does the future look?
Well, I think it's one of the very, very important things that we as a church are having to think about. And we feel that it's not only something that we should be involved in, it's something that we feel a responsibility to be involved in terms of looking after the local community. Because this is obviously going to be a big deal for people when Everton move out from here. Church should be right at the heart of its community, obviously, helping the community through happy times, through sad times, through challenges. And we are really looking forward to working alongside the people in our community, helping them express just how they feel and giving whatever help we can during that time.
So that's the famous St Luke's Church in the corner of Goodison Park. We're now going to go next door to the church hall, where the Everton Heritage Society put on an amazing exhibition of past programmes, pictures, all sorts of memorabilia linked to this club. It's match day, so there's plenty of people going in and out. So we're just going to go next door now and take a look.
Official match day programme! £4 your match day programme! Thank you, sure. Have a good afternoon.
Well, here we are. I come here whenever I can. I love coming into a place. I've got some good friends here. I like to come and have a look at the history of the football club. And if you come into this place, I think some of the people here know more about the history of the club than the club do themselves. Very knowledgeable people, fantastic to come round and see what they do and talk to them and have a laugh at a joke. I get picked up quite often coming here and ask for autographs once or twice, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but I'm just an Everton fan myself.
This place here, St Luke's, is amazing. It's part of the heritage of football generally, not just Everton, but this is where it all started, proper competitive football.
Joined in, it was in the good days of when Paul Wharton and George Hoare spent a lot of time photocopying and blue tack and getting everything up, and superb, absolutely tremendous setup they had here. As you can see around, we've all helped and made it as most colourful and like every boy's bedroom probably as you wanted it to be.
It's nice to be back. The next time I come back, it's like a treasure trove. It looks absolutely fantastic in here, and lots of the true Evertonian. The things you can find in here are incredible.
Yeah, it's a labour of love, really. It's great to meet the public when they come in. Certainly the away fans, they're always delighted, or appear to be delighted when they come in. And it's always nice to sell that programme that someone is first game or something of a significant memory for them.
It's like a little family, so it's just come here before every game and help out and then sort out. But it's nice where you are actually helping people, and if there's something they're struggling for, they give us a list and we go through. And then I've now started doing it on eBay as well to try and get a few out there.
What's great about it is also that the amount of fans, the younger fans who are coming round, and they like seeing the cards and the badges and the shirts and learning from the dads who's who. And as you got fortunately, you got Derek Mountfield before, and over the years we've had Derek Temple, John Hurst, who just passed away, absolute gentleman of the game. We've even had Derek with Mike Jamilko. What a great day that was, having the 2 goal scorers at 66.
We've been doing this now for 10, 12 years, I think, in here. Started off just selling a few of my surplus items. I've been collecting for over 30 years now, and then that helps fund my own collection.
I've been coming here to Goodison since 1959. Saw all great players in the 1960s. That was my era, really. And it's the first time I've actually been in here. In 65 years I've been coming here, and it's a fantastic place, a real treasure trove, and it's brought back a lot of happy memories for me over the years. Yeah, it's really great.
We've got our regulars who come in, we're still trying to entice. Every game we get a fan saying, wow, didn't even know this was here. And I'm sure that'll be like that until the day we close. We still love talking about 1878 and 1892 and all them years, but every day passes becomes history in Everton society, Everton's lifetime.
It's absolutely brilliant in there. The bric-a-brac, it's just like a flea market. It could be in Paris, but it's about Everton, so it's my favourite topic. There's videos, all sorts of books, match programmes, little badges. I was in there with a couple of the kids, and one of them pointed out to me that there was baseball played at Goodison Park in 1924. Is that right?
Yeah, 1924.
The Red Sox or something like that?
No, it was White Sox and the Giants.
I'm glad it wasn't the Red Sox. The Blue Sox would have been acceptable. So you go in there, you learn stuff.
I'm part of the Ruletero Society, which is a friendship society between Everton FC here and the Everton in Chile, who are named after us. We've spread our wings also to make contacts with all the Evertons in South America, of which there are a number. You can see them on the wall behind you, because Everton and Tottenham Hotspur were the first professional European clubs to tour in South America when football was in its infancy, really, over there. And so when we played, and we were like the Harlem Globetrotters with these amazing European skills. Several football clubs said, well, we're going to start a club for football and we'll name them after this great team from across the sea.
We both joined the fan advisory board in the summer, and we hold these drop-in sessions here, so that we get the footfall from the Heritage Society stuff on match days, so the fans can come and talk to us about the issues that they want to raise with the club. Really, they want to find out about what the FAB is and what it does. We've got all the documentation out here as well, so people can see the way that the fan advisory board comes together.
Being here is extremely important because this is our heritage, right? Increasingly we're seeing other supporters groups coming in and they get a bigger appreciation of what the club's about, and our legacy, and recognise the value of this particular, the facilities that we have and the artefacts that are available to view and for sale.
I've been coming to Goodison since 1970, very first game 15th of August 1970, and been a Blue since very young, and I've been coming to this place since, I don't know, I forget how long. It's so important. It's restores, it keeps those memories, that heritage, that's the title of the club, keeps that going, puts in touch with the club.
We're season ticket holders in the family enclosure. We've come here to have a look upstairs at all the old kits and all the old programmes, and some of the you've got that amazing hat for the Rainbow Toffees. And yeah, it's just we come in here before every game. It's great. I mean, I've got loads of the Toffee Art t-shirts. I think I've got practically every one. All the coasters, all the key rings. It's just unique stuff you can't buy anywhere else. So it's I hope we have something like this when we move. I think it'll be really important to keep that link.
Well, I've been coming here now for 10 years. I used to work for Everton at the academy. I come here every home game. We're here about 4 hours before kick-off, setting up, and then 3 hours we let the fans in, and then just after that, just before kick-off, I stay round because I'm the blind man. I stay back and close up, and everybody else goes to the match. So it's been a treat. I mean, since I've packed in with football, it's been a treat to actually come somewhere and be part of something that, as a blind man, got something to do. So it's been absolutely fantastic for me here.
Over the years, we've travelled around. We've got friends from most clubs in the league, and when we speak to them, they all come up here and they always say, like, they love coming up here and seeing the people and feeling the atmosphere. And as I've always said, we always say, don't we, Goodison Park, it's got its own heartbeat.
This has developed so good. It's got so much stuff for all the people, young and old. I think it's a great part that makes Everton special as a club, that we have places like this. It'd be brilliant to take this heartbeat down to Bramley Moor, because it's a fabulous new stadium, probably one of the most iconic rivers in the world, and the viewfronts down there. And to have the heartbeat from here down there would be brilliant.
My name's Steve Zelchek. I've been a member of the Everton Heritage Society for quite a number of years. I do the match day programmes, every game outside St Luke's Church. Obviously we raise money for the society. I also write books with monies that I make from my work. I give to the Everton Former Players Foundation and the Everton Heritage Society, two charities close to my heart.
These are what we term our specials, if you like. Programmes over here, over there are, if you like, your humdrum league programmes, obviously worth 1,000 memories to certain people, etc. So we never dismiss those. But these, as I say, are what we term our specials, which are mainly cup finals, semi-finals, important European games, signed programmes by ex-players, for example. That was only taken today from the very splendid Derek Mountfield, who very kindly signed it. League Cup final, foreign programmes, very hard to get. From 1993, a local newspaper edition with a very young and happy-looking Howard Kendall.
I started coming in here about 25 years ago with my dad, so maybe even longer than that, 25, 30 years ago. We used to go down the stairs, my dad would get like a cup of tea or whatever, and then I'd come up here, look at the collectibles, and then after COVID I started bringing my son, who's 9 now, so he likes to collect all the photographs and the cards and everything, and have a little nose around some of the different stalls.
We do it because we care, and the people in the committee are hard-working, good bunch of people. Everybody obviously recognises us for who we are, which is nice. I can't say enough about the society other than it's brilliant.
Absolutely love coming here. It's a wonderful place. You see the same faces every week, the stories that people tell you. I'm an Evertonian, I've been an Evertonian all my life, but I hear about people that have been in the game much longer than me and their experiences. And I love speaking to them, I love hearing about the history of the club, love hearing about the different stories of their parents and their brothers and sisters and their whole match day experience, and it's those interactions that I think is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it is part of our match day routine now, so just hopefully we can, you can replicate this in the new stadium. The club will support you with that.
You just need to lift it up as it is upstairs and then
drag it back over.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
But great vibes and great energy. I love it in there.
Come to the Heritage Centre before the game. It's well worthwhile.
Yeah.
This needs to be on display in a bigger venue, and hopefully when we do finally leave the Grand Old Lady, the club will do something about it and put a nice little place up for this to be displayed, because we've got a lot of heritage and history in this football club, and I love coming here to see and read and talk to people about the history of the football club. It's brilliant.